Welcome back to Avalon and Ninth. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is, what week is this for 52 weeks of Halloween? It is week 36. Had to check real quick. My goodness, the time is flying by. Alright, if you are new to my channel, welcome. This is a project I do every week that I started earlier this year, and it is called, for me, 52 Weeks of Halloween. And every week I plan with a different Halloween spread. That's what I do. I'm super excited, and I can't wait to, see how this all comes out. It's amazing, amazing. And we're almost done with it. How amazing. And everybody else is getting stuff done. And if I remember, after I'm done doing this voiceover, I'm going to put the new Instagram page for this project and then what hashtag. So any of you guys who are out there doing 52 weeks projects this upcoming year or starting it now, use the hashtag so that I can easily find your photos and like them and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I can't believe that this is really becoming a thing. It's amazing, and I'm glad you guys are all with it. So this kit this week is from my shop. It is called Ghosts and Ghouls, I believe is what it's called. I don't remember what I name my kits all the time. I try not to name them very long names because then I won't remember them. So, but I believe it's called Ghosts and Ghouls. So it's in the shop right now. Go grab it. All that fun jazz. And it's also TPC sale, so you can save 30% off with it. So yeah. Let's see. So I'm a little bit late at getting this video up, and that's just because life has happened. Life has happened. So yeah. I also had to, if you see me flipping back there, do you remember Monday's video when I said, hey, I put the wrong date dots down the week prior? Yeah, I was double checking to make sure that I was actually putting down the right dates this time, because don't ask me why I put the wrong dates down that one week. I have no clue. So, date dots are amazing. Everybody loves them. Would have never thought something as simple as date dots could be so coveted. You see me flipping through my pages right here. I have 14 pages of date dots myself. And they all are semi-used, because that's just how it rolls. One of these days I'll figure it out that if I, keep sheets for here so that you just keep running through it, keep sheets for here, but then you run into months that don't have 31, and then you've got February, which is that weird oddball that just doesn't even go up to 30, so you're always going to be leftover. There's always going to be leftover date dots. There really is. So anyways, using my Perfect Prince Co. tweezers like I always do. I always forget to mention that that's where my tweezers are from. I love these tweezers. They've got that really fine point end, so when you if stickers are just a little bit sticky to the backing, you can kind of get under there and pop it up, and then it helps lay down stickers straight. And I was trying to get better at just using my tweezers for everything, because yeah. So, this last week was a really busy week, but we had some adventures go on. I touched base on it on Monday about, the main thing was our AC, and as I get to day by day, then, yeah. So, before I forget, so you just saw on the tweezers that my tweezer said floppy flower. That is something from the Planners Collaborative group. It happened, has it been about a year now? When one of the shop owners gifted Caitlin, the, mama admin of it all, a flower, and as you, waved it back and forth, it flopped around. Well, it started some running jokes in the big old live that she does every month for the sale, and we cracked up, and I just got, I doodled a floppy flower. And so I went ahead and I bought some tweezers that said floppy flower. I do have some tweezers that say have Avalon and Ninth on them, but I've been really, really rough with them, and like letters have ripped and are moving, and so yeah, don't be rough with your tweezers. So let's get into these daily plans. So my thoughts for this spread was that I was not going to bring in any other stickers from other shops. I was going to use everything that was in the kit. So that means deco, that means scripts, everything that was in the kit is going to get used in this week's spread. So start off with Monday to get stuff done. So I know some of you guys watch your videos around kids, so I'm not going to actually say what that is. And yeah, so get stuff done. And so I put down my list of what needed to get done. We had to do laundry, I had to submit some art requests, Instagram schedule, vault listings, sub listings, and photos, and got all of those done. Mondays are usually my busiest days, and I try to get as much stuff done on Mondays because I know by the end of the week I'm just going to be tired. Isn't that like what it is for everybody? So yeah, and then I went ahead and put down my full box. This is a little kind of, the full box is further down than what it normally is. So put down the full box, and then of course I put down my glitter headers, and then I use a third box and realize I'm out of frame, and I use the little piece of deco right here to mark that I did a mail pickup and drop off. So I figured that cute little spider was like, hello, dropping in. So moving on to Tuesday. Oh, excuse me. Started the day off with the full box. Like I really love this art. This art is just so cute and fun and everything. So, and then right there, my camera decided to do something weird. I don't know what it did. So there was a little transition, but I think I caught it and we didn't miss anything. So, yeah. And then that day had the AC guys come back out. So if you remember Monday's video, I was talking about how the AC unit wasn't working again, and we had him come out. This time, he didn't even check the upstairs unit. He just checked the fan downstairs, outside, and it was spinning the wrong way. So he changed everything up. I was like, okay, well, if it doesn't start cooling, I know, to give you a call, and everything. And in fact, I forgot to put it on that day, so I ended up putting it on the next day. But I mean, it still doesn't matter because it still was doing the same thing on Wednesday. But I turned it off, and all of a sudden I heard rushing water, and I went, oh my gosh, because we had already dealt with this problem before. And luckily, I saw our drip pan was full. We pulled out the wet vac and vacuumed it up so that we could get that taken care of and everything. And then I tried calling them, and they would never give me a call back. So that was horrible. So I'll keep going into more detail about that story here in just a minute. But we got other things that are happening right now. So then I also worked on paying bills that day. And then it just was hot. South Texas, end of summer, beginning of fall. Some days it's cool, some days it's hot. It doesn't know what it wants to be, but it was hot. And so it just marked that I'm so tired and hot that the AC is still acting up. And then because it's hot during the day, I've had to adjust when I've been doing my work. So I've been doing a lot of late night working days, which is not my norm. So I'm kind of all thrown off, and it's just no bueno is what it is. So yeah. I ended up putting the full box down at the bottom like I normally do on Wednesday. I don't know why I have such a problem staying in frame. I'm pulling a Jason right now. I'm gonna pull it closer to me and stay out of frame. Just kidding. I'm still trying to figure out what happened to my setup. I keep adjusting it and everything, and nothing is, I don't know what is different, what happened. So anyways, it is what it is. So used one of the little curly arrows and then down to mark, like #dead, because that's how I felt. And it just marked, didn't sleep well, it's so hot upstairs. And it was so hot upstairs. And that was the last night that we slept upstairs. And luckily we have 2 AC units. We have one dedicated just to the downstairs, and then we have one dedicated just to the upstairs. And it's the upstairs one that is causing all the havoc. So, yeah. Tuesday night was the last night that we decided to sleep in upstairs, and we moved all of our beds downstairs. So that's been a lovely thing. So I had to catch up on laundry. So, of course, working on laundry. And then that afternoon, Wednesdays are always a very busy day. Kids have lots of activities in the afternoon. So I just pulled out one of the 3rd boxes. Oh, the laundry sticker comes in the kit. Like I said, everything that I'm going to lay down comes in the kit. So, yeah, that way you don't have to worry about it. And I love our laundry sticker. So, marked with just a little piece of deco that it was dance night and that my daughter is learning how to shimmy. They have to shimmy in one of their dances, and let me tell you, it is absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. So yeah, I'm loving this like growing phase of watching her just, start dance and, get going and then start progressing and progressing and progressing. And it's just, I'm loving it. I'm loving it because I remember all of my dance years and how much I love dance. And even though she's like, oh, I don't care for dance, she loves it. So anyways, marked there that the AC was leaking. So done, because it continued to leak into Wednesday. And I didn't pull anything off and try to figure out. I just kind of kept my eye on it to make sure that the drip pan never overflowed, which it never did. I think once we got done vacuuming it out and we just, watched it. So I kind of just, did that. But on Thursday, so finally Wednesday morning, the AC guy gives me a call back after I called him. And he's like, well, you have a condensate line plugged up. And I'm like, no, I don't, because that was the first thing I checked, okay? Because we had the issue. It is not plugged up, okay? He's like, fine, well, the first available appointment I have is Thursday at between 8 and 12. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Whatever, I don't really care. Just come out and do your job. So, yeah. So I just kind of watched it all day Wednesday, and then on Thursday, I did some grocery shopping in the morning. Let me just say that I actually didn't go to the grocery store. I did grocery shopping online so that I could pick up groceries the next day. He comes out. He actually comes up and looks at the unit upstairs. We see that there's water down there and everything. He pulls off the panel and stuff, and there is ice all over the coil. So not only is it not working, we have a leak in the system as well. So it's broken. And so we need a new unit. Yay. So, luckily, this week that I've been working, which is not the week I've been planning, it's obviously going to be the following week, yada, 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 has been a little bit cooler, so that's been nice. But yeah, we have to get a brand new AC unit. So I'm like, oh, geez. And so that afternoon, I decided, while my daughter was at dance, to go grab some shopping, and I went to grab some eggs. She needed some new shoes for dance, and then I just picked up some miscellaneous school items that we needed because we start school on Monday the 14th. So I'm really excited about that. I know my kids they've got mixed feelings about it. Let's be honest, they're excited, but they're not going to tell you that they're excited. So Friday morning, bright and early, wake up, had to go pick up groceries at 0700. Like, that's an early time to get up and get going. I mean, for me. Maybe not for other people. Ideally, my day would be getting up at 5:30, working out, showering, all that fun stuff. Yeah, that's not reality. My reality is kind of waking up more at like 7:30. Yeah. One of these days I'll figure it out. one of these days. But it took him forever to get me my groceries. That was like the first pickup and took him forever. Like, I was almost there for an hour, which is absolutely insane. And then Friday it rained. Yes, thank you. So I just had to put a little thank you rain, cool down the house, and it did. It cooled down the house. Luckily, we do have a portable AC unit, because when we were having problems earlier this year with this AC unit, well, just a couple months ago, with this AC unit, I had to go out and buy one because it just was unbearably hot up here. So we've had that unit, and that has kind of kept my office area and the schoolroom area that is now in next to my office a little bit more manageable and cooler, while it's still hotter out in the more open areas. So yeah. So it's been a lovely adventure with the AC, you guys. Like, I'm just glad that we're finally getting the problem fixed, because every year we've had problems with this. So, and then later that day, I worked on organizing our schoolroom, finishing up all of the books where they needed to go and everything. And if it isn't last minute, it isn't like me. So I still haven't wrote a single lesson plan down, and yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, that's all I can do. And then that afternoon, talked with my neighbor, Stephanie. That's her name. I figured instead of saying talk with neighbor, I could actually put her name down, unlike I did in the first one. And we sat out there and we talked about some things going on in the neighborhood and everything. We just kind of watch out for each other's houses and what's going on in the neighborhood, and just keeping hyper vigilant, because if you watched Monday's video, you'll have known what happened, and it was absolute insanity. So on Saturday, put the full box down at the bottom, and then it was planning time. I worked on filming, and then I needed to work on figuring out what I'm going to use my week's planner for. I know I talked about this in Monday's video, and I've been going back and forth, and I have to have a solid plan, because this has to be actually like a pre-plan type planner. It really does. So I think I'm going to use it for health and fitness. I think I'm going to do some specific tracking in there, mental health wise, fitness wise, things like that. That's what I think I'm going to go for. We'll see. It's one more thing to add to the pile of things to be done, but it's something that's important as well. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I bought more stickers. Don't need them, but buy more stickers. Yay! I think I only bought one kit that day. I don't remember. And then went to Walmart. Had to make a quick run to Walmart. I don't know why I marked it make it quick, because now I don't even know what I was at Walmart for. So cheers to me for planning and not knowing what I'm doing later on. So I'll look back at this in, at the end of the year, and I'll be like, make it quick. Walmart's never really a quick one. Okay, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. And then I picked up dinner that evening, moving on to Sunday, full box up at the top, and that I worked on planning next week. So I always write down my general plans in my planner that stays on my work desk, and that's what that plan next week is for. And this is the one that if it doesn't get that done that day, things get squiggled out. And okay, so that was a little weird of a transition. I had to stop it because I'm filming this I'm doing the voiceover right before I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and I forgot that it was recycle day, and I hear the truck, and I'm like, crap, we haven't taken it outside, so I had to hurry and stop it and go. So yeah, I apologize for the weird transition. But I'm not that fancy, Caitlin. I'm fancy, apparently, but I'm not that fancy. So I'm just trying to pick it back up where I left off. And yeah, so let's get back into it. Excuse me, sorry, I was running up and down the stairs. So plan next week, and then I did some lesson planning time. When I talk about lesson planning time, I'm still like doing our whole year overview. I haven't actually gotten into like specific stuff. And then I had my son change the cat litter, and then I took some me time for myself that evening. And then moving on to the sidebar. Went ahead and whited out that calendar that's down there and put a full box down, because that's what I love to do. Because there's 9 full boxes. So go ahead and put 2 full boxes in the sidebar and a full box on every single day. Or do 4 full boxes one week and 5 full boxes the next week. I mean, that's what you could always do, right? Yes, it could. So, starting up at the top, place the glitter header down. So I knew I didn't have much to do, so I didn't want everything like butted up against one another. There's only a couple of things that are like butted up against each other, and that's coming down below. But anyways, put down this week, and then grabbed something. I don't know what I was grabbing because I was out of frame. Jeez, Amanda. I think I'd learned by now. Put glitter header down, another header that says shenanigans, and then I did these channel surfing ones because there was that big chunk there, and I was like, I don't really have anything else to do down there, so I was like, you know what, I'll just put down the channel surfing ones and just mark the shows that I was watching this week. So I ended up picking those up because I was like, okay, I need that glitter header down there, and then these were here, and that space right there is just a little too small, so I've got to kind of pick everything back up again, and this is where everything kind of gets really butted up against each other. So I ended up watching 3 shows this week all on Netflix, because that's what I do. And it's, you know, I watch when I'm designing and when I'm printing and when I'm cutting and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyways, this week had Taekwondo, worked on Tuesday, dance and Taekwondo on Wednesday, dance on Thursday, work on Friday, ran a bunch of errands on Saturday, which I didn't put down there. Like Walmart was the one, but there was a ton of others. And then Sunday's prep day. And then the 3 shows that I watched this last week was The Office. I finished watching all of the episodes to Lucifer, and then I've started watching The Blacklist. I don't know if I'll go back to watching Lucifer. I'm not sure, but I really enjoyed Blacklist. So that's what I've got for you guys. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you around. Okay? Bye-bye.